Hey guys, this is Sifu Amin Johnny from EnergyCultivation.com and Black Dragon Neat Gong. I get a lot of questions asking why does my telekinesis not work. I try, I practice, but I still can't make anything happen. The number one thing that I can tell people why telekinesis fails or works is because of your brainwave state. Most of us go through our life in a beta brainwave state. We wake up, we're like, first thing we gotta do is take a shower and eat some food and drink a cup of coffee throughout the day to keep ourselves awake and aware. And that's kind of what you would call, getting to that beta or higher frequencies, the brainwave to be alert. And it's also stressful. When you're in that kind of state, you really can't accomplish much when it comes to energy work. Energy work really, or chi, starts happening at the alpha state. Science has even shown that around 8 hertz, they kind of associate that with the invisible part of chi, where like maybe there's a lot of other things that could be considered, the physical part. And to be honest with you, telekinesis, you don't have to train your body too much to do. It really is a mental thing more than a physical thing. There is approaches that you can use to build up power in your body and know how to project it. But that's not as effective or safe all the time, depending on if you're trying to just go for those kind of powers. I don't recommend people trying to charge themselves up by putting energy into their body a certain way. Unless you're doing some kind of practice that's, good for your health, then treat it for your health, but don't treat it like I'm trying to learn powers, I gotta do more reps or more sets or like harder, like too much. Don't go hard at trying to get the energy. It doesn't get stronger like that. Energy is always very subtle. It feels like one very subtle thing, just like air is always just like air. Your energy is always just like energy. The air doesn't get more airy or less airy. I don't know if that's a good example. It's hard to explain that, but it's always subtle. If that makes sense. You're not going to feel like you're getting more power levels. You just have to get into the zone. You got to get into the alpha brainwave state or theta brainwave state. When you're in that kind of state, your mind and your body start to work together as one, first of all. And you also become relaxed. And when you relax, energy can flow. Okay? So keep that in mind. You got to get into that quote-unquote right mind state or trance state, for your thing to work. Because if you don't get into the zone, nothing's going to happen. You can try to concentrate all you want. You can try to will all you want. Nothing's going to happen. It's got to be relaxed. It's got to be calm. And it's got to be free-flowing. And when you're in that state too, your imagination works a lot better. Your visualization is much more clear and has a lot more effect. And why it has a lot more effect is a pretty deep reason too, because the way our Earth's frequency is and the ionosphere, and I won't even get into the whole reason why that's like getting to a chi state, when you get down to the alpha state or theta state, okay? But just keep that in mind. If your telekinesis is not working, then perhaps you're not getting down into the right zone, into the right brainwave. Do a little research on it and see if it helps you. Research to understand what I'm talking about why you want to get into a brainwave state that works. You'll find that it applies for more than just telekinesis. It applies with remote viewing. It applies with self-healing. There's a lot of applications for it. To reprogram your paradigm inside your subconscious mind with affirmations. Affirmations are not going to work unless you get into that right brainwave state. Just think about that. And putting on some headphones and listening to brainwave while you're hearing stuff is not going to do much either. You really got to actually let your brain get into the brainwave state. It takes, several minutes it can take, a few seconds for your brain to just go alpha state when you close your eyes, but that doesn't mean it's a lot or strong. For it to really get there, that's why people meditate. When you sit there for a longer period of time with your eyes closed in a dark room, your brain's going to start saying, okay, I need to release melatonin, and the melatonin's going to come out, and the melatonin's going to cause your brain to create, more alpha waves and to make you want to fall asleep. That's another thing. It's like a lot of people, when they start feeling alpha waves or theta waves, they start falling asleep. they fall asleep, like they get like, okay, I'm tired, like, oh man, shoot, I gotta take a nap. That's just the alpha waves. When it's theta waves, they're like sleeping, But if you get to the point where you can create those but still be here and awake, which is not hard, it really isn't. Creative people, artists and musicians, you get into the alpha state all the time when you want to start creating your art. When you're not, you don't feel like you can do it, or you don't want to write at that moment in time. But the moment, like, you're in that state, you're like, oh man, I gotta go and make some music, So, but it's not just that creative idea thinking. Like, you want to get calm, not excited when you want to do telekinesis. And you get into that state, and your visualizations work a lot easier, and you're a lot more relaxed. And yeah, so I could go on endlessly about that, and it helps on other areas of your life more than just telekinesis too. But alright, keep that in mind, you guys. I hope that's helpful. Have a good day. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, share, post, and visit our website and all that stuff. I know, it's a work in progress, but if you want to meet more people like yourself, you can go to energycultivation.com. And if you're interested in learning some healthy exercises for your mind, body, and spirit, we have an online school called Black Dragon Qigong. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.